Title: The Forgotten Library. In a quiet town nestled between hills and forests, there was a small, crumbling building that no one visited anymore. Most people walked past it without a second glance, unaware of its history. It was once the town's library, filled with towering bookshelves, dusty tomes, and the scent of old paper. But after a flood many years ago, the town built a new library, and the old one was locked and left to decay. One rainy afternoon, a curious 12-year-old girl named Lily was exploring the edges of town with her dog, Max. They had played in the woods all morning and were on their way home when Max suddenly darted off the path. He barked excitedly at something behind a wall of vines. Lily followed and discovered the old library, almost completely hidden by nature. Something about the building called to her. She found a broken window and, after making sure no one was watching, climbed inside. Inside, the air was cool and smelled like time itself. Dust floated in the sunlight that filtered through the cracked windows. The shelves were still there, though some had collapsed. Books lay scattered across the floor. She picked one up. It was a fairy tale book, its cover faded but still beautiful. As Lily flipped through the pages, she noticed something strange. The words were changing. Letters shifted on the page, forming new sentences right before her eyes. The book was alive. Suddenly, the library lights flickered on, though there was no electricity. The shelves began to move, rearranging themselves. Max whimpered and stayed close to Lily's side. She watched in awe as a staircase emerged from the floor. Compelled by curiosity, Lily stepped onto the stairs. They spiraled downward, leading to a room glowing with golden light. Inside were books unlike any she had ever seen, books that whispered as she passed, books that hovered above their shelves, books that opened and displayed stories as moving pictures in the air. An old woman sat at a desk in the center of the room, writing in a large, glowing book. "I've been waiting for you," she said without looking up. "Me?" Lily asked, stunned. The woman nodded. "Only a child with a true love for stories can awaken the library of whispers. And now, it's yours to protect." Lily didn't understand everything, but she knew this place was special. She spent the rest of the afternoon exploring, reading, and listening to the voices of the books. When she finally left, the library vanished behind her, hidden once again from the world. But she knew how to find it now, and that its stories would always be waiting.
The Letter in the Piano. Every Sunday, Lily visited the old house by the lake. It had once belonged to her grandmother, a classical pianist, who passed away many years ago. The house had long been empty, but Lily kept it clean, mostly for the grand piano in the living room. She loved that piano. It was where her grandmother had taught her to play, and where Lily had fallen in love for the first time. 10 years ago, when Lily was 17, a boy named Jamie had spent the summer in the town. He was quiet, thoughtful, and had a shy smile. He was also the only person besides Lily who knew how to play the piano. They had met in that very house, both drawn by music. Every afternoon, they played duets, laughed at wrong notes, and shared little secrets between songs. As the summer faded, so did their time together. Jamie moved away, and they lost touch. No phones, no emails, just memories. Lily never stopped thinking about him. One rainy Sunday, while dusting the piano, she pressed a key that didn't make a sound. Curious, she opened the lid and found something stuck inside. It was an envelope. Old, yellowed, and addressed to her. Hands trembling, she opened it. "Dear Lily," it began, "I didn't know how to say goodbye. So I left you this. You changed my summer, my music, my heart. If fate is kind, maybe someday you'll read this and remember me. And maybe you'll play our song again." It was signed, Jamie. Tears welled in Lily's eyes. She sat down at the piano and began to play their song, softly at first, then with rising emotion. The room filled with memories, and her heart ached with longing. As she finished the last note, there was a knock at the door. She opened it, not expecting anyone. And there he was, Jamie, older, taller, holding an umbrella and looking just as surprised as she felt. "I don't know why I came," he said. "I just felt like I needed to be here today." Lily smiled through her tears. "You're just in time. I was about to play your song again." And this time, they didn't say goodbye.